Big news everyone, Netanyahu is not safe. International court says that warrant is staying. Well, that's a bold move against Israel, but what does this mean for the world? Let's talk about that. In a dramatic and bold move that is sending shockwaves through the diplomatic circles, the International Criminal Court, we also call it ICC, has officially rejected Israel's request to cancel the arrest warrant against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his former Defense Minister Gallant. That's right, despite all the international pressure, legal arguments, and even sanctions from the United States, the ICC is not backing down. Here's what's happening in the simplest term. Back in November 2023, the ICC accused both Israeli leaders and Hamas commanders of war crimes and crimes against humanity during the brutal Gaza conflict that exploded after the October 7th Hamas attack on Israel. After that, arrest warrants were issued, shaking global politics. Then in February, the court cancelled the arrest warrant for Hamas leader Mohammed Deif, also known as Ibrahim al-Masri, because he was believed to be dead. But the real twist came this particular week. Israel went to the ICC pleading that the court had no right, no jurisdiction to even investigate them, let alone issue arrest warrants. They asked the judges to stop the whole process. You know what's ICC's answer here? A firm no. The judges declared that the question is still under review. But until they officially decide on that, the arrest warrants for Netanyahu and Gallant were staying. That means, technically, if these leaders travel any country that respects ICC order, they risk arrest. Now, let's talk about the political chaos that has sparked. In June, furious over ICC's action, the United States imposed the sanctions on 4 ICC judges, a move that has never been seen before. And guess what? 2 of those judges were included in this week's decision to reject Israel's request. So, despite being sanctioned by a superpower, they stood their ground. Israel's argument was that a decision by ICC's appeals chamber in April, which asked the lower chamber to look again to the judgment, meant that the arrest warrants had no legal base. But the judges shut the logic down, saying that unless and until there is an official ruling, the arrest warrants will remain valid and active. Let's be clear here, Israel does not recognize the ICC's authorities, and its government has called this entire investigation biased. But the rest of the world is watching closely. Human rights groups have long accused both Hamas and Israeli government of violating international laws during the Gaza war. And the ICC is now saying that it will not be intimidated, not even by Washington or Tel Aviv. There is no timeline yet on when the final ruling is going to come, but this is a major signal. The world's top war crime court is not going to bow down to politics. So, what does this mean for Netanyahu? It means that global travel becomes risky, diplomatic pressure builds, and the symbolic way of the arrest warrants keeps growing. Well, this isn't just about law anymore. It is about how the world defines justice after war. And in the background, the people of Gaza continue to suffer every single day, with calls growing louder for accountability, peace, and long-term solution. Stay tuned, because this legal and political drama is far from over.